As agencies move from use cases to pilot projects to mature deployments, they're considering how to scale those efforts effectively and efficiently. DJ Angelini is senior architect at Palantir. I ask him exactly what has to scale and why.
You can think about scalability in a variety of vectors. There are the classic scalability vectors that are more technology related. So think about access to computing power, data scale, underlying technical considerations that make scaling AI difficult. But I think one of the scalability challenges that isn't spoken about enough is access to the market in terms of compliance. So just to give you context, I joined Palantir 8 years ago. And when I joined the company, I spoke to a number of people in my life about, hey, I'm very excited to be joining Palantir. Not a single person knew what the company was. And now I can't go a day without a colleague, a friend, a family member texting me about a new deal we won or a mission outcome that was achieved through Palantir. And I think that speaks to kind of the mission evolution of the company, but it also shows this evolution in the defense tech ecosystem. There's more focus on defense tech over the last 5 years than there ever has been before. There are more exciting entrants in the market. Many of them are focused on AI challenges. And at Palantir, we spend a lot of time on building compliance infrastructure to operate our AI solutions at scale. So we have an AI platform called AIP. We spent many years making sure it could be accredited at the FedRAMP and the DoD IL4 baselines, IL5, IL6. It took a lot of engineering. It took a lot of compliance. It took a lot of infrastructure building. But the average startup today that is starting on building a new innovative AI solution, they don't often have the resources, whether the technical resources or the compliance resources, to go on that same journey that Palantir did. So I think one of the barriers to scaling AI solutions, especially a breadth of AI solutions that the government wants access to, is going to be that compliance barrier. On the Palantir side, we're actually spending a lot of technical investment on this work. So we're calling this kind of our first breakfast initiative. How are we building and sharing the infrastructure that we've built over the past couple of years with newer entrants into the defense tech market so they can accredit their AI solutions faster, get them into cloud compliant environments faster, and ultimately deliver more mission outcomes for the federal government?
Well, infrastructure-wise, what do organizations need to think about as they're anticipating trying to do what you had just talked about?
I think at the infrastructure level, there's a ton of technical considerations. So how do you create these zero trust compute frameworks? How are you iterating and deploying net new versions of models and net new versions of software more quickly? How are you rolling back changes? There's all of those scalability considerations that factor into that compliance piece. So our goal is to provide the tools to these net new entrants into the market so that they have the capacity to deliver rapidly, to deliver securely, and ultimately provide an awesome product to the federal government.
As you both talk to federal agency people and to the small companies that you're helping to bring into the ecosystem, what are they telling you they need to do or accomplish in order to be successful in this space?
Yeah, I think from the government side, the real focus is, are we delivering the right capabilities to our federal employees? And are we delivering the best capabilities? So I think the government mindset is we want to have as much variety as possible. And on the kind of smaller companies frame of mind, they're just trying to be able to comply with these really important standards as quickly as possible, as securely as possible, and leveraging tried and true infrastructure. So kind of Palantir's role is connecting that interest in a suite of AI capabilities with these vendors that have the capability but don't have the time to focus on the compliance components, and bring those two together to deliver for the end government